Thank you so much. That was your last comic of the night. Let them all hear a round of applause. Thank you guys so much. I know it's been a long show and you guys have hung in there and we really appreciate it. I want to make a really quick announcement. If that's okay with you guys, can I take one more second of your time? Is that right?
Only one, no more.
All right, thank you.
That was one.
This is a big deal for me. 2 years ago, I was living in Los Angeles, where I've been living for a long time. I am from here originally, to cash that card before we get started. McNeil High School guy. Hello. Yeah, I grew up here. I love Austin so fucking much. This is it's one of my favorite places. I've been very fortunate to travel a lot in the last 10 years plus of my career, and I've seen a lot of really cool places, and I still fucking love Austin so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to Austin for not turning me into a total piece of shit. For real, I give the town some credit. But I've been living in LA for a number of years, and a couple of years ago, I was talking to my pops on the phone, and he was having a tough time, and you know, there was an issue with working. He wasn't able to work because of some health stuff at the time. And, you know, he was trying to figure out what to do. I don't know if you guys know this about Texas, but once you stop making money, they don't give a fuck about you at all. That's the cool thing, no income tax, right? As long as you're a fucking earner. Just fucking earn. And then when you can't earn anymore because you have a physical problem, you can sleep on the street. That's why we have that problem. It's part of it. There's no support system here. So I was living in California where, by the way, it's one of the few things we kind of figured out, that when you can't earn anymore, we try to help you out a little bit. And my pops was talking to me like, what do we do? Like, what do we do with our savings to try to get by if we can't work? And I was doing stand-up comedy in Los Angeles. That's what I was doing with my time while I was producing TV shows. And in LA, and this is big in New York too, there's so fucking many comedians trying to get on stage that some places will actually be like, look, if you give us $5, we'll give you 5 minutes. Everything's so full, and there become all these places where people pay for the stage time. Love it or hate it, I loved it because I got in there and out of there. I found it efficient, whatever. I thought it would be a cool idea to come to Austin, start one of those for my pops so that he could have some kind of thing, you know? And we tried to open it at the last OG place. That was the original location. Austin comedians were not a fan of the idea of paying for stage time, is the most understated way I could put what happened to us. Yeah. They didn't know why I was doing it. They didn't know I was from here. I was a California guy in town to make money off the hardworking artists that make Austin great. They didn't know I was one of the hardworking artists that make Austin great. That's okay. Then COVID hit. Right as we were starting to figure it out. Right as we were doing stuff at the OG place, we were figuring out how to make our bills. We had comics like all the wonderful comedians you've seen tonight, spending time in our place, making it a cool new spot. And then COVID. So we spent a few months underground. We did podcasts, we did all the other shit you guys did. And then, the guy who checked you in tonight, all chaotic with the curly hair, trying to make sure you guys all had a fucking place to sit. Guy Pat Bernard back there walked into the brass tap and said, you guys want to do comedy? And here we are a year later, and it's crazy shit. We have sold so fucking many. We've sold over 1,000 tickets this year to comedy shows. We have done over 500 open mics since March, which is something that no institution in comedy Austin history, we do actually like Cap City, even though they're moving in down the street. We really do like them. Nowhere has ever offered daily open mics that often because we believe in all of the people in town who are like, maybe I should do stand-up, should get a fucking shot. And they might end up opening for one of the fucking heroes that these people have gotten to open for in this year. And the reason we were able to do that is because you people showed up. It means more to me than you guys could ever understand that this place is finally working. Yeah, for real. And for those of you who are brand new tonight, thank you for being a part of a new thing, for trying a new thing. Austin is the fucking coolest place to do new shit. because you guys try new shit. So the announcement is, I've been running this place for the past 2 years. I came out here, I was supposed to be here for like 3 months to set this place up. I came here in December of 2019. I was gonna be here for 3 months, set the spot up, hook my dad up, and then hit the road so that the comics could be in charge of it, because the comedians should always own the comedy stage. That's very important to us, and that's all I wanted to, yes, and that's all I wanted to set up. Here we are 2 years later. I did not plan on being here this long. I've been hopping back and forth between Los Angeles and here. I still have my place there where that's where I make my money. To this day, I've never taken a dime from this place. I never will. It wasn't for me. It's for the comics. It's for my dad. And at this point, I'm stepping back.
What?
I'm stepping back from the ROMO Room as far as running it on a regular basis. I'll always be the guy who started it, and it'll always be an important thing to me, but this stage belongs to the comics. I built it with my hands, for real, but it's not mine. It belongs to everybody you saw tonight. It belongs to Mark Norman. It belongs to Brett Ernst. It belongs to April Macy and Godfrey and Marilyn Ratchcobb and all the people that you've seen here this year that are some of the best comics in the fucking world. And it belongs to Rich Hirschberger and Tony Bain and Bug Buchanan and all the people that you saw tonight that make this place what it is. If you guys want Austin to keep being fucking cool, keep coming to places like this, even if it's not this one. If you find a new spot, that's what fucking Austin is about. Take your fucking dope-ass California money that goes way farther. You're not fucking wrong, brother. I know that. Take that dollar and stretch it out over this town.
Hey, I love Austin. My money goes further here.
Thank you so much. This place will continue to be here all the time for the comics, for the audiences. My pops, Romo and Pat Bernard, are going to continue to make this place everything that it has been. I'm going to miss the fuck out of you guys. Thank you so much and have a good night. Let's play some music up in this bitch.